We thank God today um, for such a morning. And I believe strongly that life is a gift, okay? Life is a gift. Um, there's something I want to share. Um, the Bible said in Deutronomy chapter 29, verse 17 to 19, God spoke about something that He has given to mankind. Is one of the most dangerous instruments God gave to man or to humanity. He gave it to Adam and his wife, and it's a very powerful instrument. And the instrument He gave them was so powerful that God gave it to man, and He separated Himself from it. It's amazing. And that very instrument is powerful, so much that you can even decide that from today, I have no business with God. I have no business with this. And it's amazing that God did that. Why? Because God wants us to experience dominion. God wants us to use our gift without anyone remoting us, right? And that very instrument is called choice. I call it the power of choice. So the Bible said, I lay before you life and death. That is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. He said, I call heaven as witness, heaven and earth as witness. And I'm giving you this instrument, this power. And he said, I lay before you life and death, curse and blessing. And he said, therefore, I urge you, I'm advising you to choose life that you and your children may live. That is serious, that we have the power to choose. My goodness. Now, I can say this. Anything that you see happening within your world or your cycle was a choice you made, was a choice I made. And most of the time, you can't be making wrong choices and be praying right. Now, there are three great cycles in anybody's life, everybody's life. There are three cycles. We have the inner cycle. We have, after the inner cycle, we have other cycle, and we have the last cycle. Now, if it comes to the first cycle, which is the big one, I call it social cycle. Let me give an example. You are going to visit a friend, and location is given to you, and you've gotten to the area, and you can't find, you don't know what to do to locate this friend. So you end up seeing someone standing at the roadside. You talk to that person to inquire from that person about this information you have about this friend. And you show him the information you receive from this friend to help you locate wherever he is. And this is a social person. You have nothing, no business with him. After talking to him or her, and the person leads you to wherever you are going, you have no business again. You can't even remember his name after leaving. And then there's the next circle, and those circles are friends. You meet people you meet, that you make them your friends, people at your workplace, in your family, people that knows your name. They knows 1, 2, 3, 4 things about you. All right, these are people that are in that very cycle. And maybe you attended school with them, you met at a social center, or maybe you even met in a plane, traveling, train, car, buses, maybe at the bus stop, or in the area where you live, or the compound house where you live. These are people that you say hi, that you discuss maybe sports, other issues with. And we have what we call the inner circle. Your inner circle is powerful. Very, very powerful. It is so powerful that anybody you bring into your inner circle has the power to control you, has the power to control anything, your assets, your valuables, yourself. The inner circle, God even can't enter without your permission, without my permission. So Revelation chapter 3 verse 20, it says, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and you open the door, I will enter. Unfortunately, as wise as God is, he knows that he has given us the power. The power he has given to us. And the power that he has given to us, for him to enter is for him to ask, or for him to knock the door, for him to be permitted to enter. There are people that allow people into their lives, even without people knocking. Ladies entering your life, messing up your destiny. You permitted it. Friends entering your life, messing up your mind, your assets, your goals, your vision, stabbing at your back, taking what belongs to you. All right? And so Jesus said, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and you open the door, is that I will enter. I, the Lord, will enter. And when I enter, I will eat with you and live with you there. I'll make a home there. Your inner circle is a place which has everything to do with your destiny. And many of us are hurt because we allow certain people into our inner circle and they end up messing our destinies. And we keep on asking, why are you doing this? God gave you the choice, the power to choose. You have the power to determine who walks into your life and who you must cut out of your life. And so therefore, if you don't have the wisdom to determine, to scan, to be able to see people and say, this person is not the right person for me to allow into my inner circle, the person is going to waste your time. The enemy can use that person to destroy things in your life. And most of the time, we blame people. And I'm telling you here, you don't need to blame others. When somebody walks into your life, you don't need to blame the person for messing up your life. In other words, you permitted that person into your inner circle. You permitted that person into your inner circle. And anyone that you allow into your inner circle, what is going to happen is that it's going to know your secret, things you are going to do, things you want to do, your vision, your plans, and everything. And you even end up discussing your secrets, things you shouldn't have to say. There are things that we do today we are not able to complete because you tell the wrong person. But Jesus wants to be inside as your trustee to hear these things, and yet you replace Christ with friends. And then you end up being stabbed at the back. Now, for instance, if Jesus is saying he need to come in when he knocks, did Jesus also have this cycle? Let's see. Jesus was having 12 disciples, and Jesus was also having this 3 cycle. This cycle is a life-giving gift God has given. It controls every cycle in our world, in marriage, in our businesses, in every aspect of our lives. It is there. And now these 12 disciples, there are times when Jesus visits people, right? When he visits people, he will take the 12 with him. When they get there, he will take Peter, James, and John, leave the 9 behind, and take. The Bible said he was invited by Jairus, and he was a Pharisee, that the daughter was sick. When they got there, the 9 was out. He took Peter, James, and John inside. They saw the resurrection. When Jesus went to the Mount of Transfiguration, he left the 9 behind and took the 3. inner circle. He took the three, and this is what happened. He took them to the mountain of transfiguration. These three, they are Peter, James, and John. And after, when they got to the mountain, listen to this. Elijah and Moses appeared. The cloud of God came, and the Bible said there was a voice. Now, after all is said and done, Jesus turned to the three and told them, whatsoever you heard and saw here, tell no one. So even the nine which Jesus has left behind, right? That is the second cycle left behind. They did not know what happened there. And the three were forbidden not to tell the rest. When Jesus was about to be arrested, the Bible said he was going to Gethsemane. And he spoke to the three. The nine was left behind. He spoke to the three and said, you stay here whilst I go further. And do what? To pray. Now, the inner circle of Christ, let's get this straight. There are places that when Jesus is going, he doesn't take the three. The nine was the first circle, or the first cycle, sorry, that he can share, anything that is not secret, he can share it with them. When it comes to the people he made his friends, Peter, James, and John, these are people he carried along, he shared things with them. Among the three, one was given the key, which is Peter, that anything you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. God entrusted that very asset into the hands of Peter. Now, when it came to the inner circle of Christ, that is his inner circle, he brought his Father into that circle without adding anybody. So when he went into Gethsemane, he prayed to his Father there, spoke to his Father there. Now, you should understand one thing. You don't owe anybody to tell that person your secret. The Bible says secret things belong to God. Secret things, it belongs. Oh, why don't you tell me? Many guys make those mistakes. You fall in love with a girl or you are dating someone. You don't tell me your secret in that. No, nobody is entitled for you to tell that person your secret. God has given you the power to choose, because the Bible said secret things belongs to the Lord. The one he reveals are yours. So the secret things that belongs to God, God chooses who he shows and reveals his secrets to. Now, if you don't understand this, don't hide behind so-called love and be saying things you shouldn't have to say. Now, it is important that the people you allow in your inner circle must be a people that has so much value for you. They have respect for you. They have honor for you. Now listen to this. How do I deal with people that I don't need in my life? The people you don't need in your life, you don't pray about them. If you don't need somebody in your life, you don't pray about them. What you do is that you make a decision. You look at this page, I don't need it in my life. This kind of friend, I don't need it in my life. Cut them off. They can be Christians. Because listen, there are people that are good. They are very good. They don't have bad intentions for you. But they don't have the capacity to be able to contain what you have. So anytime God even wants to speak and reveal certain things to you, the first thing he looks for is that, do you have what it takes to carry what I have or what I'm about to give? So remember, when Jesus Christ was about to die, he said, I have many things to tell you, but you don't have the capacity now to receive. When the Spirit of truth comes, it will help you to develop capacity. Then those things can be said to you. So remember, you don't say things to people because we are Christians. These are religious. You see, religious, we are all Christians. But you have forgotten that people come to God with their nature. They come to God with who they are. There are people come to God, it takes years before they can repent. And one of the deceptive instruments that human beings have is the heart. The heart. The Bible said the heart is desperately wicked. Let me tell you the most amazing thing that I have discovered as God's child. The most painful thing is for you to love much and receive nothing. Most of us that are upon the mercies and the favor of God are attracting so much grace that we are being cushioned to experience certain favors, right? And so therefore you are so much cajoled and moved and with what God is doing in your life, and you end up spreading your wings trying to carry everybody along. Remember, the eagle will help the eaglet by helping the young eaglet to learn how to fly. When that young eaglet develops by knowing how to fly, is no more carried. Remember, when people end up disrespecting you, they are only telling you that you have no value. Listen to that again. If people end up disrespecting you, they are not showing honor, respect to you. What they are telling you is that indeed you don't respect yourself. That's very harsh, isn't it? Remember this. The value you keep is the stage you mount tomorrow. People disrespect you because you gave them the key into your inner circle. I'll say that again. People dishonor you because you give them the access into your inner circle. I don't know who is controlling your life or who is trying to mess up your mind. It is not late. Look deep into your inner circle. And every unwanted human being born of a woman there you don't need, cut him off. Don't pretend. Cut him off or cut her off. If you're out these days, especially when you are the one that calls most or the most. Imagine you call this person all the time to ask about the person. Please, how are you? How are this and that? And the person is not returning that call. But trying to find out if also you are okay and you are the only one doing it. Stop. That is enough to tell you that you need to quit. You need to stop. People who don't return calls the way they receive from you, you don't need them in your life. Now, remember, human beings are the most difficult species. If you are listening to me and you are there, some of us have been taking our service towards God for granted. A lot of believers have been taking God for granted. They make this choice. And I tell people, God will give you work. And when it is time to serve God, you use the work, that is the choice you make. You use the work as an excuse. And yet, you have friends that enters your life that you can easily sacrifice for. You sacrifice your money, you sacrifice your energy, you sacrifice your time, you sacrifice your resources for them. But when it comes to God, you make choice of not serving God by dedicating your life. But you have forgotten that God also has a choice to make. He has given you that power. Do what you like. God also has the power to choose to shut doors that he has opened in your life. God also has the power to put you on your knees. Now, you must understand that if really you want to fulfill your destiny, there are principles to keep. If you want to fulfill your destiny, there are principles to keep. There are things to observe. There are instruments to look for. The first two instruments you need to govern your choices is wisdom and understanding. Listen, do not bring anybody into your life because the person is nice. The devil is a nice person. Demons are a nice person. Satanic agent, very nice person. Cunning. You get what I'm saying? The first instrument Satan used to deceive man was a serpent. And the Bible said, believers, be as wise as a serpent. The Bible said the devil even comes as an angel of light. Satan is a nice guy. To deceive you, you need to be nice. And so therefore, don't affiliate yourself with people because they are nice. Oh, this is a nice person. Do not be nice because they are nice. The question you should ask yourself is this. You have a genuine heart and you are nice. But when a person is returning that nice back to you, what is the person looking for? What do you have that the person wants? And many of us here, there are people that are nice to you. This lady is nice to me. You call it, picks you, does blah, 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 blah. What is that person looking for? And all you do is that you spend time and your money. Many guys make choices. When God has blessed you, get money, you spend it on ladies. You don't even spend it even on yourself. Now, to end up having or earning respect in your life, to earn value in your life, the first thing you should do as a gentleman, and if you're a lady too, invest in yourself first. Invest in yourself first. There are guys that will spend all their money, their energy on people. You can even travel from here to north because a friend has a funeral. It will get your turn and you'll hear stories. Many of us here, we invest everything into a friend. Let me give you this very story. Take yourself as a builder of roofs. You are very good in building roofs. You bring people into your inner circle and you realize that they have leakages in their roof. You end up fixing their roofs. When rain is falling, they just call you and say, please come and see. In the middle of it, you are yet to fix yours. And you say, oh, let me sacrifice much. Let me do this. And to show they are my friends. They are your friends. You are not a friend. I'll tell you why. And so you end up fixing their leakages. And one day rain starts falling. And you start having or experiencing leakages in your room. The family is in water. The place has flooded. And you call this friend. Or you run to the, please, I'm here with my family. My room is flooding. There's leakage. Oh, listen to what they will say. You of all people. But you know this. You know how to do this. You even fix our own. Why didn't you fix yours? Oh, because I was busy. Oh, no, man. Look, this is where they will tell you that you are a fool. But you know the truth. You should have fixed your own. Why are you fixing ours? But please, I'm sorry. The room that I have there, the guest house, my mother-in-law is there. Oh, please, what about your hall? The hall, the children, my family is watching TV. Oh, what about your storeroom? Oh, my storeroom there is packed. Oh, please, can you give us the car? Oh, the car, the inside has just been washed. And you and your family will be in the rain. No, you can't blame them. You made the choice of bringing them into your inner circle. You made a choice. If you go back to God with bitterness and you're crying, he did this to me, she did not. God said, no. He or she walked into your life because you made a choice to bring such a person into your life. Please, I don't know who is listening. I don't know how life has turned upside down, but there is a beginning. If you made a bad choice, you can make a good choice. You can't give up on yourself. Please listen to this. If people don't have value for you, it's their choice. But you must start creating value for yourself. Invest into yourself. I said what? Invest into yourself. Adopt skill. Develop your gift. Stir up your gift. Take God serious. Know the one who built your destiny. Know the story of your life. Choose friends wisely. In fact, choose the woman you marry carefully. Nobody comes or walks into your life without your permission. Have you noticed that? If it is not so, why is it that people around your area do not just walk into your room and just come and knock them and say, please, I want to watch football, or I would just want to watch TV? No, they know they don't have the right. They don't have the access into your room. So anyone that have access just to walk into your life, your inner circle, come out anytime, go there, mess up things and come back, you give them the key. You are the one that gave them the key. My mind is messed up. Who messed it up? Check it. There's someone that is messing you up. And that person that is messing you up had a license from you. That license, that permit was given by you. This very morning, let me ask you, if God has given you the power to choose, what are you going to do as you are listening to me? There are things I have learned. Life alone is a lesson. You can't back down because something went bad. No, pick up your broken pieces. Pick it up. Pick up your broken pieces. The choices we make in life, some, yes, we made it in a way that we're not having understanding. But God doesn't want us to be there. God wants us to wake up. The choices we made, which wreck things, we can replace it by making good choices. Let people give you a name. Human beings will always have something to say. Build a capacity where what people say doesn't matter. All right? Listen. They also have the choice to give you a name. Don't forget that. People also have a choice to name you. People have a choice to say what they want to say or need to say. God has given them that choice. When people make choice that they won't serve God, they will join other fraternities like Freemason, other occultism, occults or what, occultist system or occultism or whatsoever. Yes, they put it that way. It's the choice they made. Because I want to join Freemason, I want to join this thing, I don't want to serve God again. God respect it. God respect it because He gave us the choice. Have the power. So He told Adam, all this fruit you have the power to eat. This one don't eat. And I'm saying, okay, thank you. Here I'm eating it. God saw him eating it. God couldn't say anything because He gave me the choice. Let me ask you, what do you want to be tomorrow? You can't say it's too late because I'm in my 30s or 40s. Abraham, God called him at the age of 65, 60 to 65. That old age. And God said, it's time to move, old man. It's time to move on. This is the time to make a change. No. Invest in yourself by making quality choices. Yes, you may have some flaws. You may make mistakes. But you will be better. Because practice makes man perfect. Things will be better. Things will be very fine. If only you can give yourself a turn. Your life must turn not on prayer. Your life will turn not based on prayer. Your life turns when you make choice. I can't be driving this car and be praying that this car will turn. I need to make a choice to turn. I need to make a choice that no, I'm returning back. Please listen to this. Anyone you realize that is abusing you, forgiveness is not enough. Most of them, their forgiveness is to cut them off. Listen, forgiving people does not mean to relate to them. You get this? Let me give you another example. The prodigal son left home, took the inheritance his father gave him, brought wrong people into his inner circle, and they mess up his destiny. Now, when they mess up his destiny, the first thing that happened was this. They destroyed his inheritance and he started eating the food of pigs. It means that he developed the nature of pigs. He has no value for respect. He has no value for honor. He has no value for humility. He developed certain attitudes, certain characters that prohibit him to function as a great person. And so the Bible said he came back to himself. This morning, all that I'm doing is that you have to come back to yourself. He came back to himself and said, I am going back. But listen to where the image really was projected to him. He came back, which was a good thing to do. When he came back, his father met him halfway. The first thing he did was that he changed his gown. The gown means your attitude. You walk in places that is wrong. You can't enter my inner circle as your father. You can't enter this house without changing your outfit, what you are wearing. So forgive people, but never allow them into your life. Listen to this. Forgive people, but never allow them into your inner circle until you have discovered that their nature, the nature they have cultivated now, is a new nature. And it's not a nature they have cultivated to just please you. It is something they have learned their lesson and they want to walk in a new life. So the prodigal son father said, look, you can't enter in my house. Change your outfit. They changed it. And then he said they changed and gave him a ring. Ring means from today, anytime you see this ring, you don't just make wrong choices. You make wrong choices in my home, I walk you out. A symbol of remembrance. So what we marry and we put on our ring is a symbol of remembrance. So as far as this ring is in your hands, give people let me say, give them strict instructions. I'm forgiving you, yet listen, you are not going to enter here in my life. You are not permitted to be there in my life, and blah 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 blah. Give instruction, create a borderline. The next thing his father said was that they should kill sacrifice an animal, which is meat, which is maturity. It means that you are still juvenile. You still don't know how to manage. You still take people for granted. When you are forgiven, you don't value it. Meat means maturity. You are not now going to be fed. You need to grow. So forgiveness is not just forgiving people and bringing them in. When you forgive people, you shouldn't relate to them straight because they are because they are people that only remembers you. Because what was flowing from you to them is no more coming. So be careful. This morning I want to end by saying this. You should be wise in the choices we make. You should be wise. If there's something about you which is very great, don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself. You don't owe anyone. The Bible says, love thy neighbor as you love yourself first. It must be you first. But why are you not telling me? Because you didn't tell me this thing means that you don't love me. Love is not based on revealing true secrets. Secrets are revealed to people that can be trusted. And you can only trust people with your secret you are saying. The Bible says, cursed is anyone that put his trust in man. It means that you don't say I'm giving you my secret for you to keep for me. You are doomed. The Bible says you shall be like a tree planted in the desert. Good things will bypass you. And so today I don't know who has hurt you before, the challenges you went through in life. And I don't know the kind of things you really went through that is making you feel very, very bad. Yes, sometimes it's good to feel that. I've gone through many things, my friend. People that you want to be fine with, and Charlie, they don't want to be fine with you. And you don't need them to tell you. You just read in between the lines. Okay, that is where, you call them and, oh, Charlie, let me give you a test. Give to someone that you normally call, and the person doesn't call. Just say, oh, Charlie, try and be calling me. Why? You don't be shocked. He will not return the call. And those are the signs that gives you that kind of power to say, you, I don't need you. You, I don't need you. That, I don't need you. I don't care how long you be with me. You are a blockage in my life. If I can introduce someone best for you to bring into your inner circle,